Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be dialing in from. My name is Jay Joshua, and I want to welcome each and every one of you out to an exciting Thursday afternoon training call for Traffic Ignition. Do me a favor, folks, grab the chat box there and type in where you are calling in from. We have people right now here at Traffic Ignition, just 11 days in, from dozens of countries around the globe. So many I'm not even going to be able to say them all, but look, whatever state, whatever province, whatever country you might be in, shout it out there. All of you who are brand new, I want to start this off by welcoming you and just let you know that you are absolutely at the right place at the right time. And you are surrounded by people from all over the globe who, like you, are looking for something real that just works. I truly believe that you have found it. As always, people, we like to get these calls going on time, but we always start at about 2 minutes after the top of the hour. Hey, why not take just a moment or two and kind of celebrate people from all over? I'm not going to be able to read them all. I can't even, the chat box is going so fast, I can't even see it. But I know we've got Australia in the house. We've got Oklahoma, New York City, St. Louis, Missouri, South Africa's in the house, Kansas is in the house, Alabama, Florida, Cape Town, South Africa. We've got Illinois in the house, Tennessee, Switzerland's out here today. Welcome, Canada, of course, out here. Vermont is out here. And again, I'm not going to be able to get them all, folks, but I do want to welcome each and every one of you from wherever you might be around the globe. And as I said, if you're brand new, don't worry, you are 100% at the right place at the right time. We're going to go ahead and dive in. I like to start my calls with kind of the rationale for why we are all so excited. It's one of the biggest questions that I get from people. And they're just like, Jay Joshua, I don't understand. Why are you so excited? Well, let me share a little secret with you, folks. We've been selling traffic at retail for 10 plus years and doing quite well with it. And we get so many people who love it. They reorder from us. And just a great business that has been silently making us a ton of money. In fact, there's leaders out here on today's call that have, pocketed $500,000 or more in net commissions from selling traffic at retail prices. And why we're so excited? Because we said, you know what? What if we could take that incredible opportunity that has been silently just lining our pockets with stacks of cash for the last decade? And what if we were to actually create a program that empowered everyday, ordinary people, brand new people to this industry with the fastest, most legitimate opportunity ever created to actually make their first $1,000 a month in residual income? Like, what if we were to go and build that? Folks, do me a favor and type in 1K in the chat, because that's why we did this, right? Already making plenty of profits, already selling a ton of traffic, tens of millions of dollars worth sold at pure retail. But hey, we said, hey, why not put this opportunity back in the hands of the people, give them an opportunity that can really help them make their first $1,000 a month in residual income. I get it. It might not pay your mortgage payment, might not pay your rent payment, but I guarantee you $1,000 a month of residual commission, that's enough to move the needle. And if you're excited about it, type in 1K. I think we can do it. I really do. So a lot of companies that have big goals, we want to make more millionaires than anybody else. And hey, that's a great goal. Count me in, right? But listen, I really wanted to do something for the people. And so when I heard this, I said, I'm all in. I'm all in. So when I'm not the visionary, but the visionaries are out here today, folks, they put it together and I said, I'm all in. It just makes sense to me. Let's help as many people as we can. So we start with our mission on every call because you know what? That's why we're here. We want to help each and every one of you go out, have a product that really works, that you can really sell, that you can really make not just money with, folks, but make residual income. It's super, super important. And to do all of that, we had to have something that was a real game changer. And that something is our product. It's a digital delivery product. You could sell traffic to virtually every country on the globe. And the best part is you can get paid selling them something they absolutely were going to buy anyway at a price less than they were going to pay for it. And I have never, that's just a no brainer. Listen, Home Depot, Costco, Sam's Club, the reason they're successful is because those big box stores were able to offer people products they were buying anyway, but at a member only discount. And I think Costco was actually on one of our original sales copy pieces from Mac. Absolute genius. That's exactly what it is, right? So this product, as you probably already know, is traffic, because the name of our company is Traffic Ignition. And here's the thing. This is a product that every single marketer, entrepreneur, and networker needs. It's the lifeblood of their business. It's not that they want it, people. It's that they need it. Now you have an opportunity to get it to them and actually let them buy it at wholesale pricing, and you can still get paid. And they have a compensation plan attached that allows them to go out and share it as well and effectively get theirs for free. So super excited about this. Do me a favor and type in traffic in the chat, people. I mean, we're peaking out here on attendance. Great job, everyone. Last chance to reach out and send those last minute DMs and text messages to your team members and let them know we've got a training call happening here for traffic ignition. It's not what I'm going to say that matters. It's that everybody gets here, right? Because we have to make your business part of your daily habit, right? Because we want it to be part of what you do every day. That's what really puts the odds in your favor to go out and succeed. And by the way, we talked about this crazy vision that we have to go out and help more people than any company in history make that $1,000 a month in residual income. Well, guess what? We've got dozens of people already who are either there or on their way there, and we are only 11 days old. You can go check it out for yourself in the leaders board of the back office. But listen, I'm telling you right now, we have people making money. We have people right now building their residual income. And let's talk a little bit about residual income for a moment, right? Because there's a lot of programs you can go out and you can make one-off money, and we love those programs. But what I really want to be able to do is wake up and not have to start over every single month. So they pair together geniusly. I love it because with residual income, it works this way. Most of the time people work, get paid, work, get paid, work, get paid. And then one day they don't go to work, they don't get paid. But here with residual income, that mailbox money, you can wake up, work, get paid, work, get paid, work, get paid. And then one day, you know what? You just want to take the week off. You want to take the month off, and you can still get paid. That's what residual income is all about. And those wins are being posted up in the group, and all of you definitely want to make sure that you are paying attention to it. Folks, listen, we did a training last Thursday. If you watched just one training call this week on replay, I'm going to recommend last Thursday's call because it's the 40K a month roadmap that we promised in our VSL, but it's also our compensation plan. And what's really important is that it literally gives you the game plan for your business. Let me show you inside where to go. Simply log into your Traffic Ignition back office. And when you get in, you're going to be automatically in the dashboard. And I want you to pop on over to Ignite right here. And then I want you to come over to Training Vault. And here you're going to see training call number 1. That was the one we did last Thursday. Now, after today's call, the replay within 24 hours is going to be put up, and you're going to see training call number 2. And there's going to be some downloads on today's call, which we're going to talk to you about. But take a look here. This training call is the 40K a month roadmap. Definitely want to make sure that all of you get a chance. If you attended the 40K roadmap last week and you loved it, just type in a roadmap with an exclamation point here, folks. Show all the new people, all the people who haven't seen it, that call is worth watching. It literally lays it out for you. How does our program work? What do you need to be doing to make sure that you have unlocked every lever here to really put yourself on the fast track to really maximize your early movers advantage? It's all out there, folks. You definitely don't want to miss that one. So make sure that you get out there. And man, I love doing training calls, but even better, I have an exciting update. How many of you are excited about our conversions, right? Now, I know it's a long one, but as long as you're not driving, type in the word conversions in the chat here, people. You could have the greatest product on the planet, but if you don't have genius marketers behind it, I'm sorry, but it's not going to work. And I've been there too many times personally where I find a product and I'm like, man, I love this product. This product is working for me. But the company just didn't have the marketing visionaries behind it to make it a success. If you don't have the conversions, you don't win. I'm just going to say it. Okay. Bottom line. And the great news for all of you, well, we have the best marketing, the best conversions I've ever seen. And we're very blessed and we're very lucky to have that. And by the way, don't take my word for it. You're all here because you answered the call from Genius Marketing. And I have amazing news. I just found out we have some brand new marketing pages that are coming in right now. I'm not going to say when, could be in a day, could be 3 days, could be a week. I don't know exactly when, but I've seen them. I've seen the production. And let me show you, folks. They are absolutely fire. These pages are going to tell the story the way the story needs to be told in 2026. And so I want to give a big shout out. These are from Mac. He's the visionary creator of the marketing that brought all of us here together. So huge shout out. I know he wasn't expecting this today, but I'm going to tell you right now, I live and breathe conversions every single minute of the day. I'm good at what I do, but I am nothing without having that high conversion system. And I just found out we're about to elevate. Super excited about that. So, folks, you need to be looking for this. It'll be a fresh way for you to reach out to people who already maybe you shared it with and they didn't quite say yes, they didn't quite say no. Boom, you can have something fresh that you can go and hit them with. And I think it's going to convert really well on fresh traffic as well. So, super excited about that. That's going to be coming up. And now, folks, without further ado, I want to share with all of you something a little bit different. And I think different is good. Is there anybody out here on today's call that is uncomfortable selling? Do me a favor, be honest if you are uncomfortable selling and just type in the word me. Now, some of you are obviously great at selling. And so for every one of you, this call might be more for your team than it is for you, and that's okay. But when I first got into this industry, I don't mind being honest and telling you, I was very successful in corporate America, but man, this home-based business, this affiliate marketing, I was struggling with it. I just felt like I didn't have enough confidence or enough success to go out and sell myself, right? And so I needed something that was going to work for me. And so what I came up with was kind of by trial and error, kind of the school of hard knocks, as my dad likes to say. By the way, I don't even know what the school of hard knocks is. I just know that my dad talks about it. I came up from the school of hard knocks, he says. I don't even know what that means, but I think it just means, you just had to come up and figure it out on your own. There was no mentor, right? There was nobody I could look over their shoulder and figure it out. So I want to share with all of you the fireman method today. And then at the end of this call, I'm actually going to give away the PDF that I'm going to show you today. And really cool, I'm going to allow you to actually take authorship of it. You can put your name on it, make a couple of adjustments. We'll talk about that. And you can use it as a lead magnet to give away. So if you guys want to walk away from this call today with that bonus, it's going to be there. We're going to put it up within 24 hours in the back office. The replay of this call underneath the video is going to be the 2 downloads. So at the end of this call, you're like, well, where am I going to get this? Well, you wait for the replay. It's going to be in the back office. It's going to be right here. When you log in, we just went over this. You're going to go to Ignite Training Vault. You're going to see training call number 2 at the top. And then underneath the video replay is going to be 2 downloads. One is going to be a PDF and one is going to be the Word doc. So you can go out and make it on your own. And I think that's going to be really, really helpful. So bottom line is this. Let's talk about why the method I'm going to share with you works, especially for people who don't like selling. Okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, it comes down to trust. It comes down to trust. By the way, some of you might be great at selling, but maybe your prospects want to know that they can find success here because we do all the telling and selling for them. They just have to share, right? So that can be another approach to how this can benefit you. But nobody trusts marketers anymore, right? We see things on TV, we hear things on the radio, we see things on the internet, and it seems like the more the world goes on, the better marketing becomes and products just don't deliver the promise, right? And so that is obviously something that we all kind of get frustrated with. But let me share with all of you how this works for me, right? And you just tell me if it's going to work for you at the end of the call. But the number one problem that I see is a trust vacuum. People just don't trust. So how do you make a claim that people are going to trust? And you certainly don't want to talk about making money if you haven't made the money yet, right? You can use third-party stories, all kinds of strategies here. But here's the thing. When everybody is pitching, everybody tunes out. So if you hit your Facebook feed like I do sometimes, and all I see is ad after ad after ad, and I only see that the algorithm's only showing me stories from marketers pitching me, it's not exciting. And I miss seeing anything meaningful, and I don't trust what I see. So what do you do in that? And that's kind of where I got stuck personally. Like I didn't feel comfortable selling. People around me have a trust issue. I wanted to come up with something that would really work. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's trust, right? And nobody is earning it. One of the reasons why I wanted to shout out Max New Pages is because he's including some screenshots of wins that y'all are earning authentically and posting up in our group. And so one of the reasons why Max New Pages is going to convert like crazy is because he got testimonials on there, right? And the bottom line is, even when people are earning wins, sometimes they're not, they're earning trust. They're not putting it out there so nobody sees it. So I wanted to come up with a way that would really help me succeed. And here's what worked for me. You know, I remember doing a call like 10 years ago. I was telling the story about how nobody likes a used car salesperson. And if you sell used cars, I'm not here to beat up on you. I'm just here to tell you the truth that most people don't like you. If you sell used cars, most people don't like you. That's just a fact. And I'll tell you why. Because a used car salesperson has a horrible job. They have to try to sell you a car, right? That is less reliable than you want, that is less safe than you want, that is less fuel efficient than you want at a price that is much more than you want to pay. Am I right? Okay. If I'm right, type in you're right. Okay. Just type in right. I mean, they have it's a tough job. So shout out to them, right? Now, here's the thing. If a used car salesperson knocks on your front door, let's be honest. I mean, you might answer the door, but you're not going to come out and greet them, you know? But if a fireman knocks on your door, I bet you're going to pay attention, right? And what's the difference there? Well, a fireman is trying to serve you, and the salesperson is trying to sell you. And that's the difference. Service versus selling. That's the difference. And I said, well, what if I could actually turn that into a way to help people market better? And I wanted to try it for myself first, and I got great results with it. And now I'm sharing it with all of you. It comes down to one thing. Same thing. Somebody's knocking on the door, but if it's a fireman, everybody wants to let you in. If it's a used car salesperson, no, thank you. I don't want to go down that path. I don't want to buy something that's less than what I want and pay more for it than I want to pay. But if a fireman knocks on your door, like, hey, well, what do you need? Is there a problem? Right? So that's the big difference there. So you want to be the fireman. So let me show you all how this works so I can get everybody in and out of here on time. The first thing I want to do is I want to show you all how this works in the real world. When I post on social media, and this is a strategy almost nobody's doing, when I post on social media and I take my time to make what I think is a good post, right? Everybody is waiting for somebody to DM them that they're ready to buy, right? Everybody's waiting. So do me a favor and type in the word stop waiting. I guess it's not a word, it's a phrase, but type in stop waiting, right? When you make a post online, stop waiting. Every day, reach out to 5 people who either engaged with your post because they liked it, they commented on it, or you just handpick 5 people from your existing friends or followers list and you reach out to them. And I'm going to give you an example of what to say here in just a moment. You reach out to them and you be like, hey, how are you doing? Make it about them, not about you. And at some point, you're also going to say, I just threw up a post. Did you see it? Okay. So this is really, really important. You want to reach out to everybody who raises their hand. You want to reach out to everybody who comments or likes on your post. But when you first get started, the algorithm isn't giving you any cred. So the algorithm may not even be showing your post to enough people. And you got to get out there and do it on your own, right? So here it is. It's a very simple post, very simple DM. You can do this 5 times a day, right? Some people are going to do it more. Don't try to do it hundreds of times. The system's going to ban you for spamming, but you can find 5 people every day who you know, or who have ideally engaged with one of your recent posts, whether it was about business or even personal, doesn't matter. And you can say, hey, it's been a while. If they just responded to your post, you're going to be like, hey, I see you just commented on my post. Hey, it's been a while since we actually connected. How have you been? Okay. But if you're reaching out to somebody who didn't engage, then you say exactly this. Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Not sure if you saw my recent post, but I'm saving an extra little bit of time every week, or I'm making a little extra money every week, or I'm saving a little extra money every week. And here's how I'm using that, right? And I'd love to share it with you. By the way, what's going on with you? And everything is in here, and everything is in the ebook, so we don't have to go through all the details here today. But But let me teach you 3 or 4 things about this. Number one, the most important thing you take away is you got to make every DM you do about the other person. Okay. You can't just go out and be like, hey, I want you to buy something. You need to go out. People don't care what you know or what you have to sell until they know that you care about them. And you need to care about them because that's really what service is all about. It's about helping other people, right? You want to make the most amount of money, you got to help other people. So the first thing you need to do is be like, hey, how are you doing? And then, if they engage with a recent post, let them know, hey, thanks for engaging with thanks for liking my last post, super cool. Not sure if you saw it or not, but I threw up another post about how I was saving money using AI, about how I was, using AI to save time. And then here's the really important thing. You want to make sure that you don't just illustrate what you're doing with the money you save, or that, or what you're doing. You don't want to just say, hey, I saved $1,000 with AI. You want to be able to say, I saved $1,000 with AI and I'm starting a college fund for my grandkids. That was my post today on Facebook, right? And it's a true story. I used AI. I was like, look, I'm about to buy this home furniture. I'm about to buy it. There's one brand I love and I only want to buy this brand. Is there any way I can get it cheaper? And AI did a whole bunch of research, and I actually found the same brand and I saved $1,000 and it came brand new, never touched by another human since it was made. And I saved $1,000. That's not exciting because it's just money, right? It's just saved money. Tell you what's exciting is that I'm gonna start a college fund for my grandkid. How's that? Put $1,000 right in there, right? Or maybe I'm going to put $500 of what I saved into my college fund for my grandkid, and maybe I'm going to donate $500 to the Red Cross, right? Or a charity that you love, that you're passionate about, all right? Because that's the post that you can make on Facebook that's going to have an emotional connect with people. Hey, I just saved $1,000 using AI, and I'm going to donate that money to XYZ charity. That'll get people's attention, right? My point is this. These are the types of stories. Hey, I saved money, I made money, I saved time, and here's what I did with it. Those are the kinds of stories that add a third dimension to your marketing and allow you to go out, not wait, and reach out directly to people. Every single one of you should now know what you need to do to go out and reach out to 5 people every single day. Type in 5 in the chat here, people. Type in 5 in the chat. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the way this business works is very simple. And I get it. Some of you just came to see what was happening. I hope we're putting on a show for you. Some of you came to make money, and I hope you're going to get to work. Our job on these training calls is to make sure there's something for everyone. Maybe this isn't your style. All right, no problem, right? We got other people in the group, other leaders. They are sharing their style. Doesn't matter as long as you're out taking massive action. But the one thing we can all agree on is you got to reach out to a minimum of 5 people every day, right? If you really want to have an opportunity to get your message out there. And this is a really big change in the approach. Now, I want to just kind of share this with some of you, because some of you are old school. I know we got some people on here that remember back when we picked up the phone to make a phone call before we even knew what texting was, right? I'm kind of dating myself here, but I remember the world before texting. I like it better now that we're texting, to be honest. But hey, I'm not afraid to pick up the phone, and I've got a list of about 25 people. And I'm not personally adding anybody here to this community like under my name, but I am going to invite them out to the community. And I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call them, and I'm going to be like, hey, look, we worked together for years, and I'm reaching out to you. Probably didn't expect me to call, but I'm reaching out to you because I want to give you some money back. And I think that's going to be a great hook, because I got about 20, 25 people that have religiously purchased retail traffic from me for years. And I'm going to call them and say, hey, look, yes, somebody said I'll fax it. I love it. Yeah, back in the day, brother. Hey, listen, I'm going to call 20, 25 people, and I'm going to start the conversation by saying, and I'm just making up a name. Hey, Todd. Hey, this is Jay Joshua. Kind of a weird call, but I want to give you some money back. Now, and if I don't reach them, I'm going to leave that on their voicemail, and I'm going to text it to them, right? Hey, Todd, listen, this is Jay Joshua. We've been doing business together for years. Hey, I want to give you some money back. I'm going to get that return phone call. Trust that. All right, here's how I'm going to give them their money back, right? I'm going to show them how to go direct to the source, get the same traffic they've been happily buying from me for years at retail. I'm going to show them how to get it at wholesale. Even better, I'm actually going to show them how to get paid for sharing the same traffic with other people so that effectively they can get theirs for free. It's even better than getting their money back, right? So my point is this: if you reach out to people every day, whether you're doing it, through DM, through text to people that have a relationship with, you're picking up the phone, whatever the case is, find what works for you. If you don't like my style, hey, that's no problem. Go do you, right? But get it done. Make sure you're reaching out to 5 people every day, and make sure that you are sharing it with other people. Now, I shared this on my Facebook Live today, but I'm going to throw it out here again because I think it's really important. I have people hitting me up and they're like, look, I've been on your list for 15 years. That's true. Like probably half of you out here already been on my list for the last 15 years. I haven't been active because I retired. The guy's like, I know you from 15 years ago. I've got some products here. And he's basically saying he either wants to pitch me or he wants help growing his business. And so I just told him the truth, told him the story. Hey, listen, man, I retired. Okay. But my daughter got accepted to a very expensive college. So I unretired, right? Because I only had $1 left. So I'm like, hey, got to make it count, right? So I unretired, and now I help people drive traffic and sales. So what do you think his next question was? His next question is, and by the way, I got an open question for him. He wants to connect immediately to know about traffic, right? And so I'm going to connect with him, and I'm going to be like, look, normally I would just sell this to you at retail, and I'd be happy to pop you for $5,000, get a bunch of traffic going out to your sites, but not really in that space anymore. I'm actually going to let you go direct to the source, get the same traffic that I sell every day at retail, but I'm going to let you get it at wholesale. And I guarantee you, we're going to get a sign up from this guy, right? Because why would he want to, why would he go anywhere else? It just makes sense. Now, you might say, but Jay Joshua, I don't have anybody hitting me up yet. But that's okay, because if you follow the systems, you will, right? Because remember, it's all about service, not about selling. Listen, at some point, and this is a great little segue here, people are gonna ask the question, well, how do I effectively get it for free? And I just tell people the magic wand story. And I'm like, look, and I've done it on stage. I've been in the audience, but the first time I heard it, I was in the audience. Dude comes out on stage and he's like, is there anybody out here that has any bills that they would just love to wave a magic wand and make disappear every single month? So let me just ask the audience out here. We'll do that right now. Everybody, we got 100+ people out here on today's call. Let me ask you all a question. Is there anybody out here on today's call that has a mortgage payment, a rent payment, a car payment, or credit card payments that you would love to wave a magic wand and just get rid of? Yes or no? Type in yes or no. Okay. Here's my point. Every single human that you meet is an opportunity seeker. Everybody, right? Unless they're like a billionaire, and then you're probably not talking to them anyway, right? But actually, no, that's not right. If they're a billionaire, they are absolutely an opportunity seeker because they got to make that money work, right? So everybody's an opportunity seeker. Very simple. The simple fact of the matter is, all I do when I'm getting with people is I'm saying, look, if I can honestly show you a way to get the traffic that you need and not pay retail, would that help you? Even better, if I could honestly show you a way to get that same traffic effectively for free, month in and month out without fail, would that be worth a few minutes of your time to find out how to get that done? The bottom line is these conversations get easier when you focus on serving. So just type this in here. Just type in I serve, people. That's all you need to know. If you walk away from this call and you understand that you are here to serve other people, Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. Let me tell you, what everybody wants, what every marketer, entrepreneur, networker wants. Let me tell you what they want. They want traffic and sales, baby. That's what they want. And they would love to not have to pay retail price for it. It's that simple. So you don't have to sell anything. You just got to get out there and start serving people. It's that simple. Now, last thing here, we don't want to run out of time here on today's call. The bottom line is this, all you need to do is really focus in on, if you're able to use what we teach to save you time or save you money, talk about what you're going to do with it. And that really starts to create a human story. So if saved $1,000, I'm going to start a college fund for and I say, I think on my Facebook I said, look, I'm going to start a college fund or a life start fund for my grandkid. They may not be college bound. College might not even be a thing by the time my grandkid gets to that age, right? So maybe it's going to be a function of they need a life start fund, whatever it is. I don't want to just save money because save money, it's not as powerful. The human interest part of the story is, what are you going to do with the time you save? What are you going to do? A while back, I found a way over a year ago to start saving time every day. I mean, if I told everybody how much time I save now, you wouldn't even believe me. So we'll just keep it at 15 minutes a day. I was saving 15 minutes a day, but I knew nobody cared. Nobody cared if I saved 15 minutes a day. But here's a true story. I started talking to my mom, who I hadn't really talked to in 10 years. Her health is not as good as it was, and she needed somebody to talk to. And I've been so busy most of my life. I always had to say, Mom, I'm super busy. Just text me. But I started using AI to save time. And so now I talk to mom. I'm like, hey, mom, if you want to chat. Now she's like, I'm busy, So I'm saying I've saved enough time using AI that I got family members that are like, oh, I'm done talking to you. We'll talk once a week, but I don't have time to talk to you every day. My point is, post that up on your Facebook, and people really get excited, right? You know, if you are the type of person who is always promoting things, that's great. Get on your Facebook and just say, holy moly, I just found a way to get like 300 visitors a month or more for free, high quality traffic. It's converting to leads and sales. Ask me how, right? Go out and talk about what's happening. Make it a human interest story, because in doing that, you go from selling to serving, and you bypass this trust gap that we all have. Now, listen, I do this on every call, so I'm going to pop it up here, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. But if you're brand new, I want to let you know something. You are absolutely at the right place at the right time. Traffic ignition is what you've been looking for. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to be the vehicle that can help you succeed the most. We've got a product that you already needed. You can now get that product at Wholesale. We've got the training you've always needed to help you truly level up. And I believe if you go out and share it and you take massive action, you can actually make some good money. So let me give you 5 things you can do today to really level up here at Traffic Ignition. Number 1 is to plug into the system, because the system works. You've got genius marketers making things that convert. And I've learned that some people have an eye for decoration. Some people dress well. They just know what to. And some people are just great marketers. They might have dedicated their life to the craft, but some people just, when they make something, it converts, right? And we have that here. We have a system here that works. Use the system. That's number 1. Number 2, get off the sidelines, get in the game. Nobody wins MVP on the sidelines, right? Super important. Number 3, reach out for help anytime you're not getting the expected result. If you're not already inside of our private members only Facebook group, you should be. So make sure that you get out to that, because we do live calls every day, Monday through Friday. And then make sure you're also participating with those posts. It's really important, because those posts are really going to impact you when you start to participate, because your brain chemistry is going to change, and you're going to start to gain confidence when you are complimenting other people on their fresh. It's just so amazing. You read people like, oh my gosh, it works. I just got my first lead. Somebody says, oh, help me welcome my first team member ever. I got my first sale. I mean, how can you not get excited about this when you're seeing that every day? And then make sure that you are sharing the benefits with 5 people every day, right? Just reach out to 5 people every day based on their needs and not yours, and make sure that you share it. Again, I did a whole training on this. If you want, we did a new member fast start every Tuesday at 2 p.m. And if you log in to Traffic Ignition, this is where you're going to go right here. You're going to land right on that dashboard, right? There's the dashboard right here, and click on Ignite, and then click on the new member call vault. If you haven't been through one of these trainings, I recommend that you do. If you're brand new, I give you a tour of the back office, kind of show you where a couple of levers are that you can pull to really maximize the compensation plan. I go through all of that. It's just super helpful. Plus, on this last Tuesday's call, I even walked everybody through the 5 to Thrive method and some training on what you can do to actually go out and set it up. But I did promise everybody a copy of this Share, Don't Sell ebook. Do you want to see it? Type in the word yes. I don't know. Type in the word yes there, folks, if you want to see it. I want to share this with all of you, because I'm going to give it to you. It's going to be in the downloads. Now, this is a flip book, so this is a separate service. Just a PDF and a Word doc is what I'm giving you. But I wanted to show you what's possible here. I think it's like 3,500 words or something. Really goes into a lot more detail than what I shared here on today's call. Kind of the psychology behind it, how you can reframe how you're communicating right now to kind of feel more confident about what you're doing, because the more confident you are, the more you're likely to get out there and perform And we've all kind of learned that. But this is the guide. I think it's like 30 pages here, folks. I'm going to give it all to you here. Listen, at the end, just kind of take a peek here. But at the end is a little area that says about the author. And this is the ebook that I'm going to put on today's on the download area of today's call. And I'm also going to put the Word doc so that you can take it. You can rewrite a paragraph, right? You rewrite a few things, change out some images if you want to or not, and then you can just get in there and you can make it your own. And just put yourself on there as the author of it so that you can talk to other people about this. And it's just a conversation piece. Some of you, you don't need it. The system's going to work fine. You don't need to do anything extra, but I want you to have it as my gift to you if it's going to help you. I think that's going to be great. And it's all going to be back there. You don't necessarily have to give it away, but I'm giving you the rights to do that. But I would encourage you to read it so that you can understand a little bit more about the power of service and the power of sharing versus just straight up selling. I think it's going to help you a whole lot to go out and make it your own. And if you want to make it a lead magnet, obviously you can certainly do that as well. It just really, really works. Folks, before we go though, we got a couple of really important things I want to cover. One is the contest, and I do this every day, but you know what? We're going to do it on calls too. If you didn't know, we have a contest that is just absolutely rocking. I know what you're thinking if you're brand new. Oh, I'm not going to win that thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm brand new. Listen, let me tell you, we designed our contest specifically for brand new people because we incentivize people not just for the results they get, but for the actions they take. We know that if you take the right actions consistently, you start to get the right results, and it keeps you focused every single day. So let me show you how to get there. Simply log into your Traffic Ignition back office, pop on over here to contest, which is going to be on the right. It's a video that explains everything on how to do it on our Facebook Lives every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I kind of walk you through a little bit too and kind of show you how I claim points and stuff. But want to give a big shout out right now to everybody in our top 10 list. We've got Aaron Parker in the number one spot with 133,000, followed by Jeffrey, then Isaac Carr, Wealth Warriors, and Tyson rounding out the top 5. I'm going to tell you right now, it is anybody's business. And by the way, for those of you that are asking about the ebook, let me show you where that's going to be in just a minute. I'm going to show you where it's going to be. It's going to be up in 24 hours in your back office. I'll show you where in just a moment. But let me keep calling out these people who are just crushing the contest. Top team: Bruce, Bob, Paul, and Tricia. And by the way, these names that people are moving around. There's people who are in the top 10 today that weren't there yesterday. So big things are happening. Join me in telling everyone great job. Let's just create a vibe here. You're not going to get a positive vibe. A lot of people don't get a positive vibe at home. They don't get a positive vibe at their job if you still have a job. They don't get a positive vibe when you watch the evening news. I can guarantee you that. But we're going to make a community here that is positive, encouraging, helpful. We want all of our team members to succeed. We want us to all win together. So great job to every one of you for participating, giving away some amazing prizes, big screen TV, a big old curved monitor, just like I've got 3 on my desk right now. I'm going to talk more about that inside of our Facebook Live. But to all of you, I just want to say great job for participating. And now for the question, where is that free ebook going to be, folks? Well, let me show you where to go to get that. All you're going to need to do in 24 hours is log into your back office, click on Ignite, and then go through the training vault, which is over here. So you're going to log in, click on Ignite in the top, then Training Vault on the right, and then the replay of this call will be right here. It's going to be training number 2, right? And it's going to be called something like Share, Don't Sell. And then underneath the video replay of today's call is going to be the 2 downloads, the PDF and the Word doc that you can go out and you can customize. And you know what? I want to take just a quick moment here, and I want to remind all of you that today is August 13th. We have 18 more days for people to join as a founding member of Traffic Ignition. And it's an important part of the story for them to be able to say that they got there first. But it's an even more important part of your story to make sure that you got to them first, because it's anybody's game out there right now, people, right? There are people out there in the world today. They just don't know about us yet because we're 11 days old. When they hear about it, they're probably one of the nearly, 25, 50,000 people that bought retail traffic from us. Once they hear about it, they're going to be coming over here to buy it at wholesale. And I want them to get it from you, but you got to tell them about it, right? And one of the best ways to get them off the couch, get them in the game, is to show them some time-sensitive reasons why they need to take action now. So remember, the deadline is August 31st. Couple of quick things I'm just going to blitz through here. But number one, if they want to be a founding member, they need to join by the end of the month. Okay. Number two, they're going to instantly attain starter rank if they join during pre-launch right now through the end of February or through the end of August. They're going to instantly get starter rank. That's going to give them a 10% check match on everyone they bring in immediately. Okay, that's a huge bonus. Okay. Number 7, for 90 days, they're going to earn it one rank above their rank. So that's another huge bonus. That's literally putting dollars in their pocket. You want them to be first, but you need to get there first to tell them about it, right? So leverage these to get yourself motivated to go out and tell other marketers about what we're doing here at Traffic Ignition to get them in here. Plus, if they upgrade to Pro, who out here is Pro? Type in Pro. And by the way, great question, the check match. I would recommend that to learn about check match and our full compensation plan, pop on over to the replay of last Thursday's call. It's the 40K a month roadmap. That's going to explain how the check match works and what you need to do there. But for all of our Pro members in the house, because you joined at Pro, right? During our founders launch period, you're going to get a seat at the table to join our AI workshops live. You're going to actually get to attend them live if you want to, and you're going to watch me create entire campaigns with AI live, look over my shoulder, see how we get it done. So I think that's a great bonus. It's $50 one time, instantly unlocks Lightning Pay, which are those $40 commissions paid weekly. I think it's a no-brainer. But again, you do need to upgrade to Pro to get that founders bonus, but it's really, really awesome. And then, of course, just being here early is the biggest advantage to anyone joining during this time frame. But I also want to say this too. When you upgrade, when you purchase wholesale traffic, when you actually purchase traffic and you do that between now and the end of the month, you instantly unlock wholesale traffic qualification to all levels, all the way immediately. And you can get guaranteed signups on most all the packages, right? And that is also explained. If you want the full details on that, just pop on over here. This first video, right when you log into Traffic Ignition, it shows you everything you need to know about getting wholesale traffic qualified, why you want to do that during our founders launch period. We have the guaranteed signups. You got the instant complete qualification there. I mean, it's all there. And you want to make sure that you get that. But here is perhaps the biggest reason of all. When you dive in and you get wholesale traffic qualified, you can actually get a permanent rank with a traffic package because the guaranteed signups are putting people in your business, helping you meet those qualifications. We've just eased them a little bit. You can earn permanent rank here with wholesale traffic. It just makes sense, folks. If you love traffic, just type in traffic. That's why we're all here, right? It's the ultimate product. Man, I've just been dying to be able to have this product for years and years to be able to market this way. I'm just super excited about it. And I really do think we're going to succeed in our mission and helping more people than ever before hit that income. So again, before your action list in 24 hours, you're going to be able to get back to the vault to download that, go out, brand it, read it, get the value out of it, brand it, use it as a lead magnet, wherever it helps you. But just make sure that you post out in our group here, people, your wins. When you get your first lead, get out to the group. When you get your first sale, get out to the group. Welcome new team members. Do that in the group, right? Celebrate other people's wins. And of course, when you get paid, you definitely want to do a shout out in the group. Hey, I just got paid. The system's working, right? That's going to be super awesome. You definitely don't want to miss that. And then, hey, one more shout out. To Mac Mills, the visionary leader behind our best converting marketing ever. This new page that's coming out is going to be a game changer. Got testimonials flowing in there. If you thought conversions were good, and they were not just good already, they're great, but they're about to get even better because we've got all new marketing pages coming out there. Folks, if you are excited about Traffic Ignition, do me a favor. Give us a rating from 0 to 10, with 10 being the best. Type it in there. It's not me you're rating Traffic Ignition, this company, this product, this opportunity. Type it in there. I'm just telling you right now, all that excitement, any single one of you that are typing in a positive number right now, You need to be out telling the world today. Get out there, light the world on fire with how excited you are about what this opportunity is. Because one thing I'll tell you, people, is we never get time back. You will never get this moment back. You will never be able to be a founder with the opportunity to go and share like crazy. You never know who you might actually enroll here, and just the check match commissions you earn on them coming in here could be absolutely huge. So with that said, folks, we want to get everybody out of here. Over time, we're going to bring our training calls down to around 35 minutes max. But for right now, we're going to be at around 45 minutes for the next couple of weeks, because we do have a lot more content to share. But big shout out to everyone who's made this this community a success. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for the opportunity to come out, hang out with you, and do our Facebook Lives with you. And with that said, I'm going to close it out, but I'll see each and every one of you out the top on the inside.